Hey, aloha guys. Welcome back to another episode of On Fire Fishing Hawaii. Hey, this is a fish and dive show made just for you. So if you guys are into fishing and diving or anything like that, make sure you guys like and subscribe. It really does help grow the channel. It's free. All you gotta do is hit that like and subscribe button. But okay, on this episode, one of my really good friends, one of my best friends, he was like, hey, I have an out of town guest that's in town. And he said, hey man, the thing is, they're all master small. Hey, so you know how like they tried everything. So he said he really wanted to try like a local fish, a fish that, you know, that you can't just get anywhere. It's like, well, if you had a backyard barbecue and you was cooking with your friends, what would you guys eat? That kind of stuff. He doesn't want mahi, he doesn't want ahi, because you can just go Safeway or anywhere and buy it, right? So he said, I want something local, like a local reef fish. I was like, oh, okay, cool. So my friend Pat is like, hey, can you just go get me one or whatever? I'm like, all right, I can do that. I'm Kalani, you know, or Kala, or you know, one of those reef fish. I'm like, shoot, I got you. So on this episode, we're gonna just try to go get one of those, you know, because he helped me out a million times in the past. So it'd be cool to just share the aloha and go get something like that. And you know what? And we're actually gonna try target more the like I really do like kala, but have you guys ever had like opelu kala or the white margin kalas, like basically the deep sea kalas? They actually eat zooplankton, so they're a lot more clean, like sashimi grade quality white fish, you know. And so it's really good eating. So we're gonna try to get that today. But you know, I mean, good luck. I only have a short time after work, you know, when I get on the way home, so wish me luck, guys. All right, let's go. Holo holo. All right, here we go. Oh, it was kind of a far swim out here. It was like a good half-hour swim just to get past the breakers. I'll swim all the way out, get to a channel, and then a lot of times I actually find the kala, polanis, poalus all kind of in this beginning area. They're kind of just hanging out, and to me, I'm really just trying to get a fish and get out, just real quick, find the school, and then. But when I came out here, the surf was kind of high and the visibility sucked. I'm not even gonna lie, it was really rough and visibility was very poor. But I thought, you know, if I could just shoot one, get in and get out, hey, let's just call it good. But so right here, I'm just kind of creeping up on the ledge, just looking into the channel, because then you don't want to spook the school. You kind of want to just hang out on the ledge, and then when you see stuff coming, then drop down, and then right here, you see the school, boom, yeah, miss. Amateur. I thought that I had that lined up perfectly, and of course, I don't know, I just blow the shot. I mean, I thought I was in range, I thought I had it all dialed up, but somehow I missed, so I'm like, oh my goodness, let's just reload and try again. And this is why, for my birthday, I'm going to get a roller gun. Basically, you can get the same size gun, but you have twice the reach. So this time, instead of 2 bands, I said, hey, you know, I'm going to load 1 band, because a lot of times, they seem close enough where I feel like with 1 band I'm way more accurate, but my range is weak. But I figure, you know what? It's just poalus and stuff. I could just get a 1 band, just snipe it out. But so here I go. I drop behind these rocks and I'm just waiting on the ledge, just waiting, and then here comes the school again. You guys see them? So I'm hiding my eyes, wait till they come close enough. There you are. So this was a mixed school of kala and poalus. So here, and then actually here's the kalas. I'm like, oh, I'm lunging. Took the shot at, miss again. Oh boy, it's one of those days, man. So now I'm kind of getting frustrated because that should have just been like 2 easy shots, 1 and done, 2 and done, and just swim in. But then now I'm really trying to like stalk the school. But every time you take a shot, you know, you scare things away. So I figure here's poalus, cannot miss, and bam! Strike 3. But because I rushed that shot and just took the shot, what happened was I kind of spooked them. So much so that I knew they dug out to the deep. And then now I'm screwed. Because then now I have to go all the way to the deep, deep side of this. Where it just drops off. And then I don't really like this area because it's super, super sharky. You know, just a lot of caves, a lot of underhangs. And again, that's all great. But the visibility is so poor that I'm just taking these blind drops and then just checking under the ledges, make sure there's not a shark just cruising. And then I gotta try to wait for the school to come by. What I'm doing here, so I'm just kind of just hanging out. And what's hard is I can't really see the bottom until I get like halfway down and get okay. That's where I want to post up. So here I found good structure. There's some moanos right there, but I'm like, oh, it's not enough to feed like 5 people, 6 people. So I don't want to just kill small stuff just to fill a stringer, you know. I just want one good fish to feed everybody and just call it good. So I see this big rock. I'm like, okay, this looks like good structure. Let me just dive down here, go around the corner, and just wait it out. Hopefully something big swims along. But I know you guys are like, what? Yeah. Okay, that turtle and there's other turtle that came up. But if you ever have them when they're coming out of the murk with the fins down, they kind of look like a shark. So then I kind of was like, oh. I thought it was a big shark. So I was like, oh, okay. You know, kind of got my heart pumping. So I was like, you know what? I gotta just go to the surface, catch my breath, slow down my heart rate, and just relax. So that's what I'm doing right here. I'm just gonna go to the side and just kind of just catch my breath, breathe up, and then wait for a couple more drops. And I think that's all I got left in me. So after I kind of calmed down and I just you know, just if I had a partner, we'd been fine. But I just like, okay, kind of sketched already, just feeling really sharky. So I was like, okay, I'll just hang out here, just work the ledge. So I kind of go down, tuck myself behind or underneath and all these crevices, just waiting for something to come by. And of course, boom, another turtle pops out. I'm like, jeez, just every corner, boom, a turtle pops out. So I'm like, okay, you know, that's fine, but hopefully the fish come back. I'm just waiting for the school. So now it's probably been over an hour and I'm just exhausted, getting worked by the waves and the current. It's kind of actually pulling. I know you can't really tell, but it's kind of not the best day to dive, but you know, you gotta go when you can, right? So here I go. I go, okay, last couple dives, drops. I'm just gonna see that pinnacle. I was like, oh, that's perfect. I swam farther out than I normally go. But I said, I'm gonna go to the first ledge and stop. I'm gonna hang on this thing and just snipe, just see if something comes in. And I see all these goldfish, pretty good sized goldfish, coming in. I'm like, oh, okay, maybe already at this point. I'm just so desperate. But then I'm waiting, and then right in the distance, you see it, bam! So that was a nice, like, I thought it was a pelukala, and I actually had a barracuda right behind him, a big one. But I was like, you know what, just go for this guy. And at first I thought, did I miss him because it's such a far shot? But once I started pulling line, I was like, oh, he's on there. So right now I'm just trying to get him back to the surface before something comes in or he gets hung up on the reef. And of course all my line is now just tangling everywhere, but I'm just super like trying to get him to the surface. And as you can see later, you're gonna see the luckiest shot in the world, because I thought, oh, I had a really good headshot, which it kind of was, but it basically it didn't hit any meat, like zero. You know, it just went straight through the gills, like the slit of the gills on both sides. So he wasn't even wounded. He was still fresh. Like, so if the flopper closed, he would have just swam off. But it is a really good size whitetail margin collar. So I was like, so stoked. I'm like, yeah. All right, I got my one and done. My friend's going to be stoked. But I'm like looking at this mess of line. I'm like, oh my God. But look at this. Okay, look at my shaft. It's literally nothing's holding it. It went in one gill and out the other. So lucky that I landed this fish. So then now I'm just like, okay, he's so fresh. I just got to try brain him. so I don't get cut up by his fins, and then get him on a stringer and let's go home. It's a great day. Let's just make it. Let's just go home. And then, of course, I swim into my float, which is a little bit away, and then I'm gonna string him up. And then while stringing him up, I just get dirties by this wave. I mean, just like I get rolled. But I was lucky enough. I didn't lose the fish. Managed to get him on the floater. But then when I was trying to like untangle my gun and reload the gun, I'm like, oh! Shark was right in my face. I mean, it is literally like 2 feet away. Okay. So I was like that, and I looked up, and boom, the shark was right there. And I was like, okay, I know what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be calm, cool, you know, and then not aggressive, but you know, stand your ground, almost like a stray dog, and kind of like, hey, this is mine. But what I did was, I went, you know, instinct. I was like, ooh, shark. That is absolutely what you're not supposed to do, is to, you know, splash and kind of just. But I got startled because I was looking down, and I looked up, and I was like, he's right there gonna grab my fish. But then split second, fight or flight kicked in, and then mine are usually fight. So I went, okay, to save my fish, I myself, I'm gonna have to rush this shark, you know, not just like run away. So I'm prey, you know. I want to. So I got my spear, and I kind of just swam toward him, and he turned away from my fish at the last second, and thank goodness, you know. And I just did a little kid style, grabbed all my stuff like this, and just swam in, just straight to the breakers, and got dirties. But at least I got the fish. I didn't get bit. I'm not teaching these sharks like, hey, you know, spear fishermen are food. You know what I mean? So like, kind of glad I stood my ground, got the fish. But all right. Look at this. It's hard to make him out, but he's right there, right behind the fish. And when I rushed him like that, he turned away the last second. And the thing is, I knew he was still around. Like, I could feel him. He's just like, I know he's circling. So I'm like, okay, looking around, look above the water. And then I'm still getting dirties by the waves. So I'm like, oh, this is worst case scenario. So like I said, I just little kid, grab your toys and go home. I just grabbed everything. Bear hugged the fish, the floater, my gun, everything, and I just like booked it to shore. It was a super long swim, but I made it, got my fish, and bam, what a blessing. So stoked. Yeah, elbow to past my fingertips. Good size kala. I mean, just perfect shot right through the gills. Didn't harm any of the meat, so you can make really good sashimi out of this. And let me go grab my fins from floating away. Oh yeah, so stoked to get one of my personal best and to be able to share it with my friend, to share with his friends and family. Such a blessing. Look at this bad boy. And thank you to Venture Wetsuits to keep me warm in this blustery, windy weather. Also, check their website out. You can use my code ONFIRE at checkout to get a discount off all their stuff. Alright, guys. Hey, thank you guys again for watching another episode of On Fire Fishing Hawaii. I truly do love and appreciate all you guys. I miss you guys. Look, I know you guys haven't really seen my living room in a while, huh? But yeah, so I didn't get to film them cooking it and all that like I normally do because it's their party, not mine. Just us providing the fish. But I'm just super happy that 1, I didn't get bit. 2, I was able to get the fish, and then 3, that him and his family and his friends really got to enjoy it and appreciate it. And you know, that's what it is. It's just take care of yourselves and take care of others, right? All right, guys, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Aloha, guys.